Welcome back to Peptide Ritual. I'm Angel, the founder. Today, I want to talk about something that gets sort of a bad reputation in the skincare world. Sensitive skin. You know, the kind of skin that flushes when the weather changes, tingles at a drop of a new serum, or just, feels always a bit on edge. Here's the thing. We've been told sensitive skin is a flaw, that it's weaker, more fragile, in need of fixing. But honestly, that's not how I see it. Sensitivity isn't about weakness. It's more like your skin having this incredible, detailed radar. It's constantly picking up signals from your environment, your emotional state, your routines. Sometimes even before your conscious mind does. It's almost like a sixth sense. And in psychology, I've learned that some of the most important cues are actually the quietest ones. It's easy to listen for alarms, but subtle shifts, like a bit more tightness or a touch more redness, can tell us more about what's really happening than a dramatic reaction ever could. I remember just sitting with clients in a clinical setting, noticing how anxiety or even anticipation could show up. Not just in their expressions, but, in their skin too. Sensitive skin is communicating. It's not broken, it's not demanding to be controlled. It's informing us. So maybe it's time we honor that instead of trying to silence it. Where was I going with this? Oh, right. Honestly, if your skin feels unpredictable or it's reacting more than you'd like, it's not about you doing something wrong or needing to toughen up. It's just your skin doing its job, responding, adapting, letting you know that something in your world has shifted. And here's where we see that temptation kick in, that instinct we all have, including me sometimes, to just throw more stuff at the problem. If the skin acts up, you add another serum, try a more active exfoliant, pile on calming creams, and suddenly you're using 8 or 10 products, all competing for your skin's attention. It makes sense on paper. More love equals more results, right? Except with sensitive skin, it often means more confusion and, honestly, more chaos. Skin isn't a machine you can reset by doing more. What I keep coming back to is simplicity is not about doing less because you've given up or because you're lazy. It's about making space for your skin's language to get clearer, quieter. That's what happened with one of my clients, actually. She came in feeling constantly frustrated after trying to build this elaborate routine. We stripped it back, just 3 products: a basic cleanser, GHK-Cu Renewal Complex, and a simple moisturizer. Consistency, nothing dramatic. The difference? Her skin looked more settled, and more importantly, she stopped feeling like she was in a constant fight with her face. I might be getting a little carried away here, but the point is this. When you simplify, it's not about deprivation. It's an act of respect, making room for clarity. Your skin can breathe, pause, and show you what actually helps. That's where trust builds, not through adding, but allowing. Now, when it comes to finding what truly supports sensitive skin, I always come back to peptides. They're not aggressive, they don't force anything to happen. Instead, they're these gentle messengers, helping your skin maintain a more balanced, comfortable appearance, especially when everything else feels overwhelming. And for me, peptides aren't about creating big, dramatic changes overnight. They're about being a steady, reliable presence in your routine, kind of like grounding yourself with a good ritual rather than a quick fix. I remember the first time I introduced GHK-Cu Renewal Complex into my own practice. It wasn't that my skin suddenly looked unrecognizable. Instead, it gradually felt quieter, more even, just easier to live in. And when I started offering it to clients, what really stood out wasn't only how skin appeared more balanced, but how much easier it became for people to trust their process. Less second-guessing, more quiet confidence. I always say, peptides act as an anchor. In the peptide ritual philosophy, they fit naturally into that calm, repeatable routine. They don't demand recovery, they don't exhaust your skin. They just help maintain, support, and allow your skin to settle at its own pace. So, if you're navigating sensitivity, maybe this week just allow yourself to listen. Pay attention to what feels genuinely supportive. Let routines be simple. Let care be gentle. Remember, your skin isn't asking you to work harder. It's asking you to listen. See you next time, and as always, science is the luxury.